Welcome to Candace Lynn TV, the YouTube channel where I do a little bit of everything. But today I'm going to show you guys how I made this personalized, customized, whatever you want to call it, water bottle with my Cricut machine using free apps. Didn't have to pay for these fonts. So let's go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe and get into the video. Going into the Phonto app, I'm going to click on the bottom camera in the middle, then click on plain images, and then the white square that's on the top on the right. Then to use that, you'll click on the icon also at the top on the right and then click use and save. That's going to give you your blank image. It doesn't matter what size it is because it just doesn't matter. Then I'm going to type in the font that I want to use, and I'm just going to do the initials. In the background, I'm using my daughter's initials just as an example, and I'm going to put a space in between each letter because I do want just a little bit of space in there. So just putting in the space in her initials. And then these are all the fonts that you can use for free. Like Cricut Design Space has fonts there, but you have to pay for those. So all these fonts are free. So I'm still scrolling and they're all free. So go ahead and download this app, download Phonto, because it's gonna help you. Free fonts. Why not? I love having all of these free fonts to choose from on Phonto, so that's why I love using Phonto. But I already know which font I'm going to use. It's one of the fonts that I'm always using, and it's Homestead Regular. So that's what I'm going to do now, is just pick my font. Then I have to correct my spacing between my letters and click done. And then I'm going to center my text. I love to center it, I don't know why. And then I'm going to change the style and then go to changing the color to black. And then that's it. The icon in the bottom on the right will let you save it, and it's going to save it to your photos, and just click OK. So now I'm going to go in and do my second text. I'm not even going to go in and just go all the way out. I'm just going to start from what I already had, and I'm going to put her name. And I already know which font I want to use for that, and it's the Lavandria Sturdy, because I like a thicker kind of a thick font that I can use for my cursive writing. So that's one of my favorites that I like to use there. And then save that one the same way that I saved the initials. Now I'm going to go into the Cricut Design Space app to actually create my design. Once I'm in Cricut Design Space, I'm going to go to New Project and click Upload at the bottom, and then Photo from Library. And then I'm going to pick the image that I want to use and remove all of the unnecessary backgrounds. So you see the little black square at the top? When you click in the area that you want to remove, it's going to show you what it's going to look like. So make sure you don't forget to get the inside of your letters that have holes in them, so that it doesn't have an issue at the end. You don't forget to cut out the inside of the letters. Then you're going to click next 2 times, then click on select cut, and then you're going to name the image. Doesn't really matter what you name it, so just name your image and then click save. Once that's done, you'll go ahead and click insert, and that's what you're going to have at this point. And I'm going to do the same thing for her name. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I done gave y'all the best app to use to get free fonts, and you don't have to pay for the fonts through Cricut. So like, you should have already been liked and subscribe to the video. Now if you want to comment, that's up to you, whatever you want to say, but go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Now that I have both of my text ready, I'm going to go in and change the size. I've already measured my bottle off camera, so the size that I want my initials to be is, the width is going to be 4.5 and the height is going to be 2.5. And then the name, her actual first name, the width is going to be 4.5, and then the height is going to be changed to 2. So I'm just going in and making sure I'm updating that. And then for her name, I'm getting ahead of myself, y'all. Just see what I'm doing. I'm changing the height and the width so that it fits my actual bottle. Once I did that, I'm going to also go in and change the color of the word Ryland, and you can do that in the edit option. And I'm just going to change it just because I want to show you what it's going to look like once I have it on top of the initials. So this is me changing the color of the word Ryland, which is her first name. Like I said, it's just to show the difference between what it's going to look like when I actually put it on the bottle. Now I'm going to also duplicate, and you can do that up under actions. So up under actions, you go find duplicate, and I want to make 2 of the word Ryland. Now I'm going to take the word Ryland and overlay it over the initials, and then I'm going to select the name and the initials that I have together, and then I'm going to go to group up under actions and then go to slice. Once I have it sliced, I'm going to basically remove her name from the initials. So that's what I'm doing here. I removed it and deleted it to get it out the way, and then I'm taking out the words so that when Rylan fits inside of the initials, it fits perfectly and seamlessly. So that's what it's going to look like right here. Now I'm also going to go back in and change the actual color of the word Rylan because I want them on the same mat. So basically just change Rylan back to black so that they're both black and they fit on the same mat, because I'm going to use the snap mat feature for that. I don't need them to be different colors anymore. Once you click make it, this is going to come up, and I'm going to use the snap mat feature, so I'm going to click on that. I've already cut my vinyl and placed it on the mat where I want it to be, and this is what it's going to look like when you're using snap mat. It's going to take a picture of the mat, and then you're going to position your designs where you want them on the mat and over the vinyl that you want it to be cut out of. So I feel like this is so easy. Now when I first tried to use snap mat, it was so hard to try to make sure that it was in the right place, but after a while I realized what I was doing wrong. So have fun with snap mat. It allow you to use the same mat and cut different colors of vinyl out the same mat. Now you're going to click continue. In the next screen, you're just going to follow the instructions that the Cricut always tells you when you get to that point. And you're going to start off by basically selecting your material. So for this material, it's going to be vinyl. And then I'm going to follow the other instructions on the screen on how to load my mat, and then basically press go. And I'm going to show you guys how to load your mat and the button that you press to start the machine. So basically just take your mat and then click the little button that's blinking. It basically tells you what to do, and it's going to upload the mat for you. Once it's uploaded and it's ready, the light beside that is going to start blinking, and you click that, and that's going to tell your Cricut to start cutting. So once you do that, it's going to do what it needs to do. You can go do something else, find something else to do. Maybe do a voiceover. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. It's going to cut your design out for you. And I'm sure you've already liked and subscribed, because why not? Now I'm going to basically take my designs off of my mat. I'm going to go ahead and put my covering down so that I don't forget. And then I'm going to take my favorite weeding tool, which is the tool that I got out of the dental kit from the Dollar Tree. So I did not pay for that expensive Cricut tool. I just have the dentist kit, and it was $1 from Dollar Tree. So that's what I'm going to use to weed out my vinyl. And that's what I'm doing here. It's just weeding out the unnecessary pieces that I do not need. I'm going to do the same thing for the initials and the name. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to comment what I should make next. I'll be running out of ideas sometimes. The creative juices do not be flowing. So I need you guys to comment what I should try to make. Now, I had some other videos planned, but I had to end up doing this one because basically they weren't working the way I wanted to. So we're going to go back to the drawing board on those and try those later. But just comment what you guys think I should try to make with my Cricut, because I need some ideas. I'll be going through creative block, or whatever you want to call it, because it's not writer's block. We're not writing. But anyway, y'all see what I'm doing here. I'm still weeding out my material. I'm almost done. So, yeah. Comment what I should make. For real. Now I'm going to show you how to take and apply your design using transfer tape to your actual bottle whenever you're ready. So I've already cut my transfer tape to about the same size as what I'm using, and I'm going to lay it on top of the design and basically use a scraper, well, not a scraper, but an old gift card, and basically try to get it to apply to the transfer tape before I put it on the bottle. I always do this too soon, and I always have to do it over, so just take your time and make sure that your design is on your transfer tape. Once my design is on my transfer tape, I'm going to take my bottle and I'm going to put the initials down first. So just make sure you have it in the right place. And apply it from the center on out, and just press down your design onto the actual bottle. And once it is on there, then you will be able to just peel off the transfer tape and leave your design on the actual bottle. Now I'm going to take the same exact transfer tape because, you know, we on a budget. Ain't nobody got time to be wasting transfer tape. And I'm going to do the same thing for the word Rylan. And I can't even lie, like this part coming up is going to be the hardest for me. Trying to get her name to fit in between the cutout on her initials was so hard. And honestly, it probably wouldn't have been that hard. I had it in the correct place, but once I pushed it down, you're gonna see that I'm basically gonna try to pull it up too quickly and I'm gonna mess the end up. So everything else was placed perfectly. This is it perfect. It was perfect. And then rip. Oh, I messed it up. Like I messed it up and then I spend the rest of the video trying to fix it. So this is me trying to fix the end. So just take your time. Don't rip it off like I did. Um, I was rushing. So not my fault. So I'm going to, well, it is my fault, but anyway, I'm going to try to fix it. And this is the final product. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe and watch one of these videos because you ain't got nothing else to do.